Hi everyone, Michael from Blink Tea. We have got a recipe that is going to blow banana bread out of the water. It is Cream of Earl Grey and yogurt loaf. Comes to us courtesy of Bon Appetit Magazine. Did a couple of things ahead of time just for prep. We've preheated the oven to 325 degrees and we pre-greased a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan with vegetable oil. Then we put in a piece of parchment paper and greased that as well. And we left a little bit of an overhang so that it'll just help to take the loaf out easier. So like any loaf, it's a matter of assembling the dry ingredients in one bowl and the wet ingredients in another bowl, incorporating the two, popping them into the loaf pan, popping the loaf pan into the oven and hoping that this works, because I'm really hoping that this works because I'm playing guinea pig today. This is the first time I'm making this recipe. So in this bowl I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, into which I am putting 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and just giving these 3 ingredients a quick whisk, just so that they're all incorporated. Okay, now time to assemble the wet ingredients into another bowl, a nice clean bowl. We put 2 eggs and 1 1/4 cups of granulated sugar and whisk them. The recipe calls for you to whisk this for a good minute. They say to actually time it because that'll tell you when this is ready to go. So giving this a good whisk. Done the whisking, the recipe suggests that it should be pale and frothy. So you see some pale, you see some froth. Next we add 1 cup of whole plain yogurt into the egg and sugar mixture. Just pop that in there. Plain whole yogurt doesn't taste that good, but I had to clean my fingers anyway. And then we add in 3 tablespoons of Cream of Earl Grey tea. So pop that in there as well, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Some really good quality vanilla extract. Always try to use the best quality vanilla extract that you can find. Give this a whisk. Whisk this together. And it's starting to smell really lovely. Then you add 1 cup of vegetable oil. You actually dribble it in as you continue to whisk. So just dribble it in, continue to whisk. This is so easy, so far. Okay, so we've got the wet mixture. Now it's time to incorporate the flour mixture in. It's literally just popping it into the wet mixture, giving them a good mix to incorporate the two. Wow, look at that. It just smells incredible. It's amazing how this looks like it's actually working. Okay. So everything is incorporated. Look at how incorporated it is. And look at the kind of studded with the Cream of Earl Grey tea. This is going to taste really, really good. Just pop that into the pan, to your pre-greased pan that has been lined with parchment paper. Parchment paper has also been greased. All right, just pop everything in there. Then it's just smoothing out the top just a titch. And a couple of other extra suggestions that they have is to literally just tap the loaf pan so that you try to get rid of some of if there are any trapped air bubbles or anything in the batter. So just give it a good tap, and then what you do is you take 2 teaspoons of raw sugar. 2 teaspoons of raw sugar. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see that. It's hard to get cutaways when you're shooting this stuff yourself. But 2 teaspoons of raw sugar. Just sprinkle that on top. Pop this into a 325 degree oven for an hour. You are going to be able to tell whether it's done by sticking a toothpick into it and it comes out clean. Take a look. Take a gander at that. That looks like amazing, and it smells so good as well. And it's got the A little raw sugar that you pop on the top before you throw it into the oven. Just kind of crystallizes on top. It's really, really gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Is that something? Now it's time to give it a go, give it the real test, to give it a taste. Oh, that's different. It's not really sweet, but you can taste the Cream of Earl Grey. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. In fact, they suggest for serving this, you can eat it like this if you like. They also suggest that you can slather it with butter, which would be totally decadent. But yeah, this is really, really good. I would certainly suggest giving this a go. The Cream of Earl Grey yogurt loaf cake, as I said before, blowing banana bread absolutely out of the water. Give this a try. You'll really like it. Yeah, give it a go.